short deliveries. Subhas will not be bothered about all this short delivery because he knows the key of scoring, the key to scoring big runs in this tournament will be to bat as long as possible because it's not been easy scoring on this wicket. Have to make sure that you stay there to punish the loose balls. To do so, you will have to keep the good balls away and the good bouncer to finish the over. So made an over. Bilal Khan, the other hand, has been instrumental in Oman's success in recent years, be it any format, be it ODIs or a G20. Recently, they qualified for the World Cup as well. He was one of their star performers. Using of players like Bilal Khan, Kalimullah, Jishan Makshood has turned this Oman team into a format. Again, against outside the off stump, was the third man going into the vacant slip area. Slip failures, widespread slip failure, but there are a lot with them. Bilal Khan, he's already put up 15 points. ICC World Cup. Cricket World Cup League. At an economy rate of 4.21, 4 for 49, his best bowling score. Should have been called a wide. Way too high. And Allah is still looking at the umpires. The surface is not allowing the ball to just chip through. Whatever the short balls they're bowling, it just takes onto the wicket and lobs into the wicketkeeper's glove, which is all the more reason that short ball are mighty effective on the surface. This one didn't stick at all, just flew off the length. So there is some invariable bounce on this wicket which players will have to deal with. As we mentioned also during a pitch report, that batting on this wicket is not going to be easy. Nepal has so far managed to keep them at bay, both the bowlers. Getting to batting on 9. That's the end of the 7th over, 19 for none, Nepal. It's not been as effective as Bilal Khan has been even today. Gave a short wide delivery to Narendra Malla and was punished for a boundary. Left long this time by Harry. It's because of the length he's bowled so far. If you compare his length with somebody like a current Casey, maybe a few inches up towards the batsman is the key here, allowing the batsman to go onto the front foot and play at it. And also the line has been more closer to the stumps for current Casey, and that's why he's been so successful. We saw USA medium paces yesterday. The length were impeccable, especially from Stevenson and Netrowalkar. That spell in the middle from both of them allowed Team USA resources. We've come a long, long way. Thanks to all our players, not just the current players, but also players like you, Vinod, who have performed well and also generous enough to contribute your time in coaching the under-19 boys. It's been a pleasure. It's been an honor, in fact. Being a cricketer in this country is probably the most loved thing. Paras, Sandeep, all these stars, they enjoy a lot of love from public. Who would love to do that? But it requires a lot of perseverance from a player's hand to stick onto that, to get onto that level. Once again, shot in length, punch towards cover. That ends the over number 10. Nepal 22 for no loss. सुरक्षित निर्माणको शक्तिशाली आधार सत्रो शून्य 17 तेलको खरिदमा प्याकेटमा प्राप्त युनिक कोडलाई 3108 मा एसएमएस गरी अति ड्र मार्फत जित्नुहोस्। हरेक 15 दिनमा हिराको लगेज, हिराको टप र हिराको हार। कस्तो बोरिङ भइरहेछ यार। सेन्टर फ्रुटको मिठो टेस्ट जसले बनाउँछ मुड टिङटङ। Sir, Shabbas. Center fruit, mood banaucha tingtong. 22 for none, Nepal, I think. This is a decent start, you'll have to see, given the amount of runs scored in this series, in this league. Who joins me in the commentary box is an Irishman who feels Kathmandu is colder than Dublin. A very good morning, Andrew.
Yeah, thank you, Sachin. I've got the hat on here into a beautiful new suit, but I'm freezing cold. And I think the action's been a little bit cold on the pitch, but crucially, the bowler run down through the first power play.
Andrew has very high regards for him.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mohammed Nadeem be the partnership breaker. Roman won the toss this morning. They decided to bowl first. We're almost seeing shades of the match yesterday because two completely different approaches. Oman will rely heavily on their seamers. This wonderful pace trio that they have. They do have spin options as well. But you'd have to think that it's going to be the pace trio who would be doing the wickets. So Nepal doing a good job for the moment. One down.
This time a hint of outwards movement.
Nadeem has been so effective when he's bowled in this series. Perhaps a little bit underutilised. He's quick and skiddy. 37 years young. Definitely in the early running for the player of the tournament alongside Ian Holland from the USA. Player of the series, should I say. Maybe not player of the tournament.
Down the ground towards the offside, in fact. No run there for Gander Mullah. Saw a fantastic cover drive from the bat of Gander Mullah earlier today.
There's no doubt that all of these Nepal batsmen can play, but what I'd just like to see is a slightly better intent when they're not trying to hit the big shot. To find the gaps, drop and run into the leg side for one. Gotta be looking to score off more deliveries. Too many dots for Nepal in this series so far.
Maidens in the last match. That's close. The
Two
Parks
noises.
saying that
Yeah, sorry, Sachin. Two noises, definitely bat pad. So they will get a single, they'll get through. I think it was an inside edge onto the upper part of the. That's better. Just works into the leg side. Great running, looks getting a single. Yeah, there was a special innings from Kushal Mala. words, and remarkable moment. I obviously don't quite speak all the local language yet, but I could tell from the howls of laughter from the gathered press pack that what he was saying to them really entertained them. But what I gather was he was asked why didn't he raise his bat when he got to 50. And the answer from the 15-year-old, remember he's a 15-year-old, was that, well, I thought I was going to go on and make 100, and I'd raise the bat then.
Jordi at a very young age. That's the end of the 11th, 25 for Nepal.
सुरक्षित निर्माणको शक्तिशाली आधार SR विश्वाससितै अघि
See if they can continue this patient approach. Plenty of hitters to come down the order. Paris Kadka very capable of scoring at a good rate. Depender Singh Hairi will get it up to around a run of ball, and Kushal Mala, the youngster. So even though a few too many dots for my liking, remember Oman won the toss and decided to bowl first this morning.
It's, I think, a good toss to lose for Nepal, because I think Nepal are a better defending team. Under pressure while chasing, they're boggled. Team Nepal.
And remember, this is the second use of this pitch this week as well. It was a fresh pitch yesterday. The second use, you'd have to think it'll give a little bit more assistance to the spinners. Amajani and Kobe licking their lips. It's a really good diving stop. And backward point. Probably saves 3 runs.
For sure. wide delivery to Gandhra Malla and was punished for a boundary. Left long this time by Harry Kapil. It's because of the length he's bowled so far. If you compare his length with somebody like a Karan Casey, maybe a few inches up towards the batsman is the key here, allowing the batsman to go onto the front foot and play at it. And also the line has been more closer to the stumps for Karan Casey, and that's why he's been so successful. We saw USA medium paces yesterday. The length were impeccable, especially from Stevenson and Netherwalker. That spell in the middle from both of them allowed Team USA to bring Nepal into a problem situation where they have lost 5 wickets for 47. That bowling partnership between Stevenson and Netherwalker that actually changed the course of the match. Picked up 4. That should have been called a wide. Way too high. And Malla is still looking at the umpires. Just looking at the umpires. Part-time spinner now because he looks a perfect all-rounder.
Yeah, I'd fully agree, but he certainly came onto the scene as a batsman who bowled very occasional left-arm spin. You can see from his action it's a touch ungainly. It's not the most natural left-arm spinner that you'll see, but he's been so effective. 17 wickets, the best of 4 for 15. That economy rate crucial.
Also, the amount of turn he receives makes it difficult for the batsman to cope up down the ground for a single, and this is now what Nepal should be looking to do pretty often.
What's interesting is very different fields for Cockerell and Gandramala. Just by the outside edge, it squirts away, backward a point. Work for Jatinder Singh. Flies off his head, but he'll get the throw in. Team Maxud just a bit angry with his second slip, and Oman just a bit at 6s and 7s at the moment. Not the start they would have wanted. They would have been favourites coming into the day, despite Nepal's win yesterday. Joint top of the table with the USA at the moment.
That's Puravi for a single. Runs now coming up easy for Nepal. Another single, 4 runs off 5 deliveries of Jishan, and he's not going to be threatening.
I think it has taken him an over or two to get his rhythm. And when he finds that rhythm, he's almost metronomic getting that length. Just like that. That's much better. As you say, the runs starting to come now for Nepal, and the throw comes into the captain, Maxud, not happy. End of the 13th. It's 38 for none. attack. Over pitch for the second delivery in a row from the big tall O'Mahony. Really right in the slot, right into the arc by Andromala. Side on here. Simply hits through the line. Pretty straight front leg. It soars through the atmosphere at 1400 metres high here. Kathmandu. Delighting the crowd the first 6 of the innings.
10 runs off this over, and that's the end of the 14th. 48 for Nepal. सुरक्षित निर्माणको शक्तिशाली आधार इस बार कर्मशील उद्यमीहरूको लागि सिद्धार्थ बाइकको सरल एसेट हुन्छ। अब पुरा हुनेछन् तपाईँका सपना। सिद्धार्थ बाइक सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई। Skyward washing machine, we care every detail. कस्तो बोरिङ भइरहेछ यार। सेन्टर फ्रुटको मिठो टेस्ट जसले बनाउँछ मुड टिङटङ। सर शाबास। सेन्टर फ्रुट मुड बनाउँछ टिङटङ।
Dancing in the stands, and the reason they are is because Andromala is leading from the front for Nepal, and he's found the first maximum of the innings. Zishan Maksud has taken himself out of the attack after just one over. He goes back to Mohamed Nadeem. I think the reason that he's taken himself out of the attack, he'll come on from the other end. This was the 6. Right into the slot, and all Mala did was swing through the line, soared into the sky, and what a brilliant camera shot that is from the Canterbury TV team there in the tower. Capturing it going all the way for 6. Big appeal, given, traps him on the back pad, and that was going to go on and hit middle and leg. Easy decision, Mohamed Nadeem, the magic golden arm. Roman has done it again.
Tried to play it across the line, Subhash Kapoor. I'm not sure that was the right thing to do. That looked pretty plumb. Umpire Samsudin had no issues raising his finger.
Yeah, absolutely plumb. Really good decision from Shamshuddin. He's an experienced umpire. Thakral.
Now, to do the most dangerous job in the world, all he has to do is stay alive. Undercover. Skyward refrigerators, lively and fresh every day. So the crowd making this noise means only one thing, and that's former captain and the star Paras Karga has walked into the middle. Crowd going Paras, Paras. The kind of impact he's had on Nepali cricket fans, immaculate. He'll be facing Mohammad Nadeem. This is after a long time when Paras has actually got to face comparatively older delivery, older ball.
He only opened the innings in the first game. It was very early yesterday against the USA. Still have to get through this initial burst from Mohamed Nadeem. What we've seen on this pitch throughout the series so far is the need for batsmen to get in on it. Nobody's been able to score with real strength right from the start of their innings. You can see the signs there. There's the king, Paras Katka. I love him here. There's a great sign yesterday, Sachin. Nepal, cricket is my religion, and Paras is my god.
That's the kind of impact a player has, not just in the contemporary times, but in the history.
Big appeal again. This one's sliding down the leg side. Big cheers from the crowd. They're bat and ball this week.
Meanwhile, Nepal have to be really careful here because the same thing happened yesterday. They lost the wicket of Gyanendra Malla. They neither could take singles or score runs, and wickets also kept tumbling. Important phase of this match. On to the second power play. 44 fielders allowed to be kept outside the 30-yard circle. Full and driven by Paris.
Yeah, no timing there, right off the toe of the bat. Shamshuddin indicates one to come. Such an iconic player in full cricket, the captain for over a decade. Some deep good there. Just take a look at this LBW again. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind this was going on to hit middle, maybe middle and leg, and you can see that woeful look back towards the umpire. He knew it. It's going to end the 15th over. The first wicket, it's a wicket maiden. 48 for 1.
Excellent work here from Jishan Maqsood. He took himself out of the attack and caught in Mohammad Amin. And Nepal's opening partnership has been broken.
Well, the reason for Maqsood changing ends is dual. Firstly, he's got a bigger leg side boundary to defend, bowling from this the Chobar end. And secondly, it's where he's bowled from all week. He's made lovely rhythm from up at that far end. I was surprised to see him come on from the pavilion end. It was a pour over, and he's done the right thing. Put his team first. He's heaved into the leg side, a poor delivery. Plenty of time to get back for two. Because he's got the bigger boundary to protect on the leg side, that's what you always want as a spinner.
Couple of runs, and that brings up 50 for Nepal. Crowd roar. They love watching cricket. They love their cricket. They love watching Nepali cricketers perform. Goes after it, Gyanendra Malla. Not exactly what he intended, but the result will be a boundary nevertheless.
Straight down into that Nepal team dugout there. Gyanendra Malla just starting to move into maybe third gear. Make his way. He's just got one ODI 50 so far, his 9th ODI today. Looking for another one. A little bit off the outside edge, but as soon as you beat the infield and the offside, it's always going to be 4 here. Big appeal. Carters, Betty's not moved.
Paris, meanwhile, has had a cautious start. 6 balls he's taken. He's all the hitting power, Paris Karka. He can clear the boundary at ease, at will. He'll need to settle down first. Has had a quiet couple of matches in this league too.
Kanka just taking his time to get off the mark, and as you say, it's a quiet start. Here's the two starting 11s today. A young man on ODI debut for Nepal, Kamal Singh Ari, but also a change for Oman. We've got him down as a batsman there, but we might see him bowl some off breaks as well for Oman, Mohamed Sanuth, particularly with the way the pitch is taking turn here. CameraFi's going to play a crucial role, the all-rounder. Full shot, that's going to be the first runs for Paris Kanja. It's going to be a boundary for a misfield in the deep. The crowd love that. CameraFi's dived right over it. Paris Kanja loves a hook shot. He gets off the mark with a boundary.
Now they're looking to do what Stevenson did yesterday to Paris Karka. Dismissed Paris off a short delivery, not to be this time. Paris gets enough off his band.
In fact, it wasn't CameraFi, it was Bilal Khan in a real fast bowler's piece of fielding in the deep. Sprawling over it, it was the London Bridge came out. He hurdled, ball flew through. Was going to his weaker side, but that was a poor piece of fielding. Kaka gets away with a boundary. Forward into the leg side, it's going to be back-to-back boundaries. And a ball on the attack all of a sudden. How the crowd love that. 4-4 for Kaka.
Paris Karka says, I've taken enough deliveries now. It's my turn. You fetch it. Let's have a look at the replay from another angle. Flicked from outside line of off stump towards the mid-wicket. Second boundary to Paris Karka. The crowd going crazy now.
Perhaps the first time this entire week we've really seen bat on top of ball. Some really good games so far, but they've all been quite low scoring. The highest score made by Oman chasing down America's 213 in the second game of the series. Paul surely going to be targeting more than that now today. Wickets in hand, so much powerful batting to come. Paris Kaka can get going here. You can see the highest score of the week. Remember, he's the only man to make an ODI or T20I century for the ball.
That 100 against Singapore. In Singapore came off just 52 deliveries. He smacked everybody out of the park that day. That kind of mood he was in. He's very capable of hitting big long shots. Likes going in the air as well. Doesn't mind going aerial. Strong both towards the off and onside.
Yeah, there's the two lineups again, and you can see plenty of options for Oman with the ball, but so many of them are seam options. Zishan Maksud and CameraFi going to be crucial. I'm looking forward to seeing Mohamed Sanuth make his debut in this week's tournament. captain is being joined by the former captain, Paris Kanka. The first drinks break. It's been all the poll, 65 for 1. Just starting to look like really could be ticking today. Remember, Oman won the toss and decided to bowl. There was a few shades of yesterday, really. Very similar game to the one that against the USA in the full one.
It's a gamble. I'll say it's a gamble because the mid-on was inside the circle and Paras Karka doesn't waste any time.
Said the first car rally over. At the end of 19, Nepal 81 for 1.
Skyward refrigerators, lively and fresh every day.
बाबालाई खोप लाग्यो पापाको पेट कटाउला सिरे हानेको अब त छोरीलाई खोप लगाउने हो बालबालिकालाई दादुरा र रुबेला रोगबाट
Great to have you with us. Junction Oval, right in the heart of Melbourne, vibrant part of this wonderful, wonderful city. How important is today for them to... Oh, what an opportunity to get Healy straight away.
Well, that's not the start that they're after.
Gone. Well, that is a horrible start for Elise Healy. That is a terrible, terrible start. She's hit that harder and it clears the desperate attempt at mid-off.
It was better struck by Ashley Gardner then. A bit of pressure on Mooney.
That's a good shot. Quick outfield. Produced their best. They've started well and Gardner just flirts it uppishly but finds the gap. It's nicely picked up and put away back at a square. Great shot. It's nicely put away by Beth Mooney. That was there to be hit. That's nicely played. Just waited on it, Mooney. There was a little something. Is there? And that's a lovely strike on the breeze from Gardner, who's starting to look a little ominous now. She's starting to find the middle of the bat.
Not there.
She goes again, inviting the lofted cover drive, and Gardner good enough to oblige. It's nicely played over the flock of seagulls and put down again. Core was there, but off the hands and to the rope it goes.
That is pretty good effort. It's a really good effort.
Well, she got the gift. And has she hold out? Yes, she has. She will not believe it when she goes inside and has a look at that.
Tosses them up.
At this level, that's beautifully played. That's a lovely shot. And that's her 50. Only her second at international level. Oh, she's crunched that again. That's stand and deliver stuff from Ash Gardner. Good cubicle. Good in by. That's a lovely shot too. Pierces the gap landing. That's gone high and long.
Side spin.
And continues to feast.
Ooh.
That's uppish, but hit too well. Oh, that's beautifully played.
Gee. Oh, that's a good shot.
Hammered that.
Oh.
Hang on to your hats, Indian fans. She goes to the gap again and finds the rope once more.
In that position.
And now she pays. There's the breeze, and the catch is taken. Beautifully judged out there at deep mid-wicket. As the drums continue to beat. This is your call, Elise Filani. It is, it's crazy captaincy. And
Nice.
she's got a, no, she hasn't got enough on it. And the 100 that had her name written all over it goes begging as Ash Gardner holes out.
They'll have a look for two. Rachel Haynes is quick.
Oh, no. 2 overs ago. They've been solid enough in the field, but Perry gets hold of that one.
Beautiful. And that's where she scores sixes. Absolutely.
That's out. That's how it is. Terrific stuff at the end by the Indians. They've still made a couple of mistakes along the way, but they pulled back what could have been 185, 190 and 173 for 5 at the end of the 20. Good effort by the Indians in the end.
Senior player.
Catch.
Well, that is a lovely strike of the ball to begin with from Mandana. What a lovely start for her.
Catch.
Oh, that's a great shot. And she slices her over. Wide point for another boundary.
Oh, what have they got to be nervous about?
Well, it's a very positive start here. And she hammers that through mid-wicket for another boundary. Oh, that'll take some net. In fact, that'll race away for another one. The bushfire charity match. Great day. That's a lovely shot as well from Verma. And through again. Wow, this is pretty special.
Catch.
And that's another one up and over. And that'll race away on the breeze. His quick outfield, 3 in a row. Beautifully played Mandana. It got into her sweet spot. She waited on it and put it away beautifully.
Yeah, one bounce for being open. Oh, that's a shot.
That's a
That's
shot.
what she needs to be doing. Watch out, cameraman.
That's out of the ground if it doesn't hit the scaffolding up there. That's an unbelievable shot. That's well played. It was invited. And she's holed out. So the boundaries had dried up, and you could sense she was getting a little frustrated. Well, that's going to take some stopping. That's a lovely taking advantage of the free hit there from Rodriguez.
That's a shot.
As we should say, at least say villainy. Now, that's beautifully played by the slight right-hander. What a beautiful shot. Well, that's beautifully put away. Gone. There's the catch, and there's the wicket. That's a poor ball, and it gets the treatment. And the catch put down. That's nicely hit. Beautifully played, just wide of Perry. That's hit beautifully. And the perfect way to start the second last over. Out. So that is a massive wicket for Nick Carey. Can't get through, it does. What a swing of the bat from Sharma. That's the end of the 19th over. 3 for 170. Will she look for that big outlet shot again? She tucks it through square leg, and that is a remarkable win by the Indians. Big total to chase, and they have done it with a couple of balls to spare. That is a fantastic performance.
Ben Nevis, Scottish Delight Ice Cream.
Once for the Red Cross, bushfire crew. Gyanendra, very confident with his effort there, gets a boundary, moves to 44, 6 runs short of his half century.
Please to your eyes when Gyanendra Malla is batting on his peak form. Look at that shot, Prarambha.
Very comfortable, stays in the crease, smashes it for a boundary.
Sided ball, Weston. Gyanendra Malla, brilliant cover drive.
This one turns away from him, but he still gets a single. Moves close to 45. The crowd is gradually beginning to increase at the Triveni University Cricket Stadium in Kirtipur, Kathmandu. That was Paras there, finds the gap. It's another boundary for the former Nepal captain.
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelt. We are ready to take off the way Paras Khadka is batting at the moment.
If you're in and around Triveni University Cricket Stadium, you would not want to miss the action right in front of the stadium. You would not want to miss the action right in front of in the cow corner.
Well, Jisan has placed his two-fielder in long off and long on. He knows Paras loves playing in those V areas. That is his strong zone as well.
Leaves it for good Canada this time. 10 runs from this cover early over. He's gone for quite plenty so far, Ayush.
Well, definitely. They're not giving any time to settle to the bowlers.
The end of the 23rd over, Nepal very comfortable so far, 107 for the loss of 1 wicket.
निर्माणको शक्तिशाली आधार SR स्टील
Mohammad Nadeem from the Tovar end after a brief spell from spinners has not produced anything for Oman. That's a top edge and that's unlucky. Unlucky. Paras Khadka was batting so well before this. He goes out. Caught in mid-on.
Just in, the bowling change has worked for Oman. Paras Khadka trying to play that pull shot. Did not connect it well.
Here in the replay.
It was in the lower part of the bat.
Edges it.
खुसीको लागि रियलले पिलाउनुहोस्
Skyward Air Conditioners. Your air, we care.
Dipendra Singh Aire joins his chief Gyanendra Malla at the crease. Gyanendra is well set, has scored 45 runs of 63 deliveries. Dipendra here needs to build a partnership because Nepal already have a solid foundation. They stand comfortable at 187 for the loss of 2 wickets in 23.1 overs. Paras, he probably played the shot a bit too early.
That was good bowling change from Jishan Maqsood. And a good delivery by Nadeem. If you pitch it fuller to Paras Khatka, he'll hit you in long on, long off.
And what a tournament Nadeem has been having so far. Man of the match in 2 previous matches. And he has broken a very crucial partnership. Ooh, that was another good delivery by Nadeem right there. The wicket of Paras Khatka again on your screen. Wanted to go for it. Didn't time it well, didn't connect it well. And that was a comfortable catch for Sandeep out there in mid-on.
Previous 2 games, Nepal, middle order supported very well. They took the responsibility. But today, if you talk about today's game, Prarambha, Gyanendra Malla and Paras Khatka have built that foundation for middle orders to come and open their arms.
It appeared as if it was a good toss to lose. After losing the toss, Nepal, the early overs were quite slow, but after that, another top edge, unlucky, something, and the main
Gauls trying to play the pull shot. Dipendra Singh ID.
what is he trying to do there? He didn't need to do it.
Skyward, good.
व्यापारमा परिवर्तन गर्न साथ देला कसले यी प्रश्नहरूको जवाब तब पाएँ जब मैले सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्कको साथमा आएँ। कर्मशील उद्यमीहरूको लागि सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्कको सरल एसएमई कर्जा अब पूरा हुनेछन् तपाईका सपनाहरू। सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
A situation not too similar to like that of yesterday, but still, Abhishek has this opportunity. His captain is well set. However, Gyanendra himself has not faced many deliveries in like the most recent times. He has been off the strike, so that might also create an impact. Gyanendra should not lose focus, however.
Nadeem getting some movement from the pitch. A bit of surprise, a new batsman is in. I think there should be a slip in place to apply some pressure over Arif.
Last ball of Nadeem over. Two wickets and a maiden. No, it's not a maiden. There's a single for Arif. Off the mark, Nepal 108 for the loss of 3 wickets in 24 overs.
Every minute, every day something. Start thinking like successful people do. Whatever you want to do it now. You need to decide what you want to be. Success is not accidental. It is a decision. A decision you have to make now. A decision that will change impossible into possible. Stop wasting time. Focus your mind for better future. Thinking of higher education abroad? Visit Global Reach and feel the difference. Global Reach. Education matters.
if you had changed channel or missed the action, Nepal lost 2 wickets without adding a single run when their scoreboard had 187 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. A 50-run stand between Gyanendra and Paras was ended by Nadeem. In the very same over, he also picked another important wicket of Dipendra Singh Arya, the vice captain of Nepal.
What a tournament Nadeem is having. At the moment. Man of the match in previous 2 games. And picked up an important wicket of Paras Khatka.
Paras was looking set, he was going for the shots, he was finding the gaps, he was getting lucky as well with some misfields from Oman. But the catch by Sandeep ended his brief but fantastic stay at the crease.
Now all eyes on the skipper Gyanendra Malla.
Jishan Makshood, the captain of Oman, bowling from the pavilion end to Gyanendra, the captain of Nepal. Takes a single, Gyanendra. That moves on to 46.
Well done. And this could be a good option for Nepal at the moment. They strike as much as possible. Arif Sheikh need to give strike to Gyanendra Malla. It can take some time to settle down in the middle.
A partnership between these two is very important for Nepal right now. Arif Sheikh finds the gap. It's got a run for the boundary. And halfway through, Nepal are 114 for the loss of 3 wickets.
निर्माणको शक्तिशाली आधार
And the Best Actor Award goes to Anmol Kesi.
What makes a man? That he has the X factor. That he has pro style.
I have the X factor. I have.
Has picked 3 wickets. All 3 of Nepal have gone to Nadeem. And the place to find leg. The scorecard on his screen. Nadeem, the pick of the Omanis bowlers. Spas Kukuril was trapped leg before. Following which Paras Khatka was looking so good on 38. Miscued the shot. Took it top as almost identical out was Dipendra. That's an edge and it runs down, but there's a fielder in the third man.
That I was talking in the previous over, Prarambha. You need to play in sleep for the new batsman Arif Sheikh if you want to apply pressure over Arif. Nadeem is getting some movement out of the pitch.
The other
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 Out of the pitch.
the other, and then we've got Nepal has got Vinod. Karan Casey can hit some shots. Sandeep Lamichhane is there. So partnership out here is very important for Nepal. Plays off the leg. Gyanendra moves on to 49 where there's 2 runs out there.
Gyanendra Malla Moving close towards his half century. Scored a half century again. Kenya in ICC World Cricket League Championship that was held in TU Cricket Ground.
The crowd already on the position, ready to celebrate the half century of Ganendra. That is on 49 of 69 deliveries. Nadeem has given away 4 runs so far in his 3 balls. There's an air.
Ganendra Malla is batting in his big form. The most technical sound batsman in Nepali cricket.
रेणुका राई रेणुका राई के हो राई केटीहरू पटेछ के हेलो ठिकै छ धेरै दिनपछि याद गर्नुभएको छ
Sake, the end of the 26th over, Nepal 1-2-3 for 3.
सुरक्षित निर्माणको शक्तिशाली
So Ganendra leading from the front. The Nepal captain has scored his second one-day international half-century. The one bowling card on his screen right now. The only successful bowler so far, Mohammad Nadeem, has picked 3 wickets, giving away 24 runs with a maiden from his 5 overs.
Bilal Khal have been impressive. Today 5 over 1 maiden, just conceded 11 runs. Picked up any wicket.
Ganendra looks comfortable after scoring his first half-century as the captain of Nepal.
What a way to bring the half century. First one-day international in your home soil, in front of the home crowd.
It's his second one-day international in Nepal. In fact, it is the third one-day international for Nepal at home. Bilal has so far been economic, but taken any wicket so far.
Scored a half century against Kenya, ICC World Cricket League Championship that was held in Nepal. At the time, he was the captain. Paras Kharka was injured at the time, and Ganendra Malla was given the responsibility of captaining. It was his second match that he scored 50 against Kenya.
Ducks. That one from Bilal. Arif Sheikh has scored 7 runs from 8 balls. He needs to stay there at the crease alongside his skipper Gyanendra and help Nepal build another partnership, because there are power hitters in the batting lineup that have yet to bat in the first innings here. Raising the cap, Arif, sensible cricket, gets a single.
Arif can take some time in the middle. He's an experienced player, man who's set in the middle, Gyanendra Malik. Give him the strike, take some time, play at the non-striker end. It's the best place to watch the game, from the non-striker end.
Indeed.
I remember Mahendra Singh Dhoni saying this is the best place to watch the game when Yuvraj Singh scored 6 sixes in an over against England.
The umpire calls it a wide.
Look at that bounce, Prarambha. But you don't expect this sort of bounce into your cricket ground.
Indeed. It's also the height with which Bilal bowls, his release point, the place, his line and length gets him that sort of bounce.
Why today Bilal is so economic? He's bowling according to the field set. The third man inside the circle, short cover, mid-off fielder is bowling in that outside off area. He's not giving any room to the batsman.
No runs are there in the 27th over. Nepal won at 26 runs for the loss of 3 wickets.
सुरक्षित निर्माणको शक्तिशाली
आफू आइगयो बन्द गरिदियो अब डाटा
Arif Sheikh at the crease. He'll be facing some music from Nadeem. He's bowling from Jawar end. The Oman talisman has picked 3 wickets in his 5 overs so far. He's given away 24 runs. Nepal, in their remaining match of the series, will play against the United States of America. The match is slated for Wednesday.
Arif Sheikh has been proving himself in the domestic leagues.
Nadeem not giving any room out there to Arif, who's relatively new to the crease. In quite contrast to his skipper, Gyanendra Malla, who scored 55 runs from 74 deliveries. Gyanendra himself would want to go ahead and make it large. Two dot balls to begin the 28th over. Plays off the back foot, finds the filter. Runs have relatively dried for Nepal following the departure of Paras Khadka. Nepal lost quick wickets. Defender Singh Aire stayed at the crease, did not trouble the scorecard. was out for a talk.
I remember one national one-day tournament that was held in Trivandrum University Cricket Ground, and Arif was representing region number 2, Birgans, and Birgans was in a similar sort of situation. They were 31 for 4 at one stage, and a brilliant partnership between Amit Shrestha and Arif Sheikh. They won that final of that national one-day tournament, and Arif was adjudged the player of the series for that brilliant knock in the tournament.
So Arif's got talent and potential. All he needs to do is be patient and play to the merit of the deliveries. What an opportunity for Arif Sheikh out here to build up a partnership and make a statement.
You can bat easily because at the other end you have your skipper. He's looking in good form today. He's already scored 55 out of 74 deliveries.
Pulls it, but there's a fielder. Just a single for Arif. 2 runs from this Nadeem over.
I was talking about Arif Sheikh's performance in that one-day national tournament. He was as a player of the series. He scored 261 runs in that tournament and picked up 11 wickets.
That was quite a comfortable pull for Arif. Was it Cannon? Good delivery to end this over. Nepal 128 runs for the loss of 3 wickets in 28 overs. likes of Saeed Afridi and Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar.
The bowling change is working for Oman.
Kushal. There was an edge, the catch. There was an opportunity, but the wicket keeper made a mess of it.
Rakib is disappointed. Look at him. Look at him. Big mistake from Suraj Kumar.
KVDS could have had 2 wickets in the span of only 3 deliveries, but Suraj did not judge as well.
It's always said fortune favors the brave. We have seen in yesterday's game as well.
Dropped at knot. Kushal Malla probably will take this opportunity to go on and score big. Goes for the slot, misses it, but the ball is still going to run away for 4 runs. Reaches straight away to the grandstand. Signals off the bat. A bit of inside edge out there.
Kushal Malla trying to go over deep mid wicket. Not connected well.
He's not going to take any time to get himself adapted to the conditions. He's just willing to go for the shots from the word go. A bit of misfield, but there's no run for Nepal. The end of the 29th over, 4 runs and a wicket from Akivilas. First over, Nepal wanted 32 runs for the loss of 4 wickets.
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी छ ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ
That was a good ball. Switch in music for Arif Sheikh, served in by Nadeem.
Both new batsmen in the crease. Nadeem is looking sensational today. Well, Nadeem can add a slip because there are 2 new batsmen in the crease. He's getting some movement out of the pitch. You can place a slip, remove your mid-off so that you can force Arif Sheikh to play the drive and get him caught in the slip. That could be the option for Nadeem.
Well, after the spinners failed to produce anything substantial for Oman, they went to their go-to bowler Nadeem, who made an instant impact, and Nepal in a bit of a trouble after such a brilliant start to their innings. 132 runs. In fact, 133 runs with that single for the loss of 4 wickets. Kushal Malla and Arif Sheikh at the crease. This young pair needs to stay for around 10 overs and give that platform for the remaining batsmen.
Left hand, right hand combination for Nepal at the moment. And now Nadeem need to change his line and length.
Kushal Malla at the crease. He's not gonna take much pressure. He's gonna play his natural game. Full toss, finds the gap, runs away for both.
Brilliant placement there by Kushal Malla. Between the fielder of cover and mid-off. They put in some dive but could not stop the ball. And look at this guy, confidence.
He's taken off right from the position where he had walked away from the crease yesterday. Looks quite in form.
Well, he's carrying the confidence of the previous match.
When asked about his reason for not celebrating his half-century yesterday at the post-match press conference. What Kusal Mullah said was his team was not in a good situation and he wanted to score a century on his debut. He would have celebrated had he had reached the landmark.
This is what I love about Kushal Mullah. He respects the good ball as well. He's not going after each and every deliveries.
Sensible cricket from Kushal. And Arif also appears to be adapting to the conditions. These both batsmen can bat long. Five runs from the 4 balls. Nadim in his 7th over so far. He wanted to go for it. A swing and a miss. Kushal Mullah. He's going to play his natural game. There's something about this guy. He's not bothered by the pressure the opponent are trying to impose on him. He stamps his own authority. A wild swing and a miss right there.
Last ball of the over.
Nadim, after almost going there for the delivery, returns. Slow delivery. Finds the gap for a single. Kusal Mullah. End of the 30th over. Nepal won at 38 runs for the loss of 4 wickets. Score at 2:30. A brief change in the commentary box. Andrew Leonard will be joined by a special guest.
Yeah, thank you, Paramba. The 10 overs the two boys had, it was pretty much all action in that period. Wickets, runs, chances, drop catches, turning with almost every single delivery. And as Paramba said, delighted to be joined by a special guest, Paul Radley to my right, one of the press corps. He's come across from the UAE where he's based, writing for the national newspaper. Paul, how are you doing?
Yeah, very well, thanks, Andrew. Really, really glad to be here. I think we've discussed a few times, haven't we, what a privilege it is to be here this week for this series.
Paul, one of a press corps of about 150, but just 2 foreign journalists in that 150, generally all locals. Peter Della Penna of ESPN Cricinfo and Paul Radley of the national newspaper based out of Dubai. Bit of an associate cricket expert as well, Paul. You see, keep bowling some leg breaks as well. Paul, you've been writing some pieces on the ball cricket here this week. There's a real following for it around the world.
Absolutely. Fair to say, it's a little bit of traction online for us. The Nepal audience write stories about Nepal cricket, but yeah, I think also fair to mention it's an important series. UAE aren't involved, but UAE are involved in this tournament. So obviously my main focus is UAE cricket. So there will be much more than passing interest in this series there.
It just works out. down to long off for a single. Writing a piece on Kushal Mala yesterday. What a story! 15 years of age, a world record holder now.
Incredible story, yeah. Skipping school. This is great fun, isn't it? Just take a couple of months off school to play some cricket.
Big turning leg break's going to finish the 31st over. It won't. Shouldn't said that one's turned too much. Gives a wide single outside the off stump. Very much a new string to his bow, these leg breaks. Another wide back to back. Like any part-time leg spinner, a little bit of everything being thrown in.
Good experience there for you, Lenny. I'm going to try going back to his off breaks the way these last two balls have gone.
And he finishes with a good one. Elongated 31st over. It's 143 for 4. Both ends now. This time in the shape of the man playing his first match this week. It's Mohamed Sanuth. Only his off breaks. There's a tiny bit of IPL experience as well. It's bowling to Kushal Mala. We were just talking with Paul Radley, national, about Kushal Mala's innings yesterday. Hitting the ball to all parts, zero fear. Let's take a look at a little bit of it. Try and bring you those sixes that he was hitting yesterday after this delivery. Sheikh facing up to Salath now. Just get through for the quick single. So, Paul, tell us about this Kushal Mala innings from yesterday.
It was not the innings you'd expect of mature, fearless. Fearless was something the United States captain observed afterwards. It's, the fact that it was he used the word brave. It was a very brave innings.
He looks to continue to take the aggressive route. This one's skewing off the inside edge. Plenty of time to get back for two. He looks to play with no fear, really, Paul.
Absolutely. Yesterday, I think when he came to the wicket, they were 47 for 4, if memory serves, and then quickly after that were 49 for 5. And in many games from that position, they were saved by a 15-year-old on debut. It's spectacular stuff.
More fearlessness from Kushal Mala. He hits that one straight as a die onto the bank, all the way for 6. It's a glorious shot. A full flourish of the bat. We're going to bring you some sixes that he hit yesterday. You've seen one live. What a shot that is from Kushal Mala.
Kushal's gone straight to the highlights package himself. They can't load it up. He'll just do it himself.
Yeah, a little bit over pitched by Sanath, and the real full flourish of the bat. What a talent this kid is. 15 years of age, 20 now off 17 deliveries. He's going to try and repeat the dose, and he will. The second one goes onto the bank. I think we've got a new fan favourite here in Kathmandu. His name is Kushal Mala. He's 15 years of age, and he's got all the talent in the world. The end of 32 overs, it's 159 for 4. if Sheikh will do the sensible thing and just get Kushal Mala back onto strike, because he is flying again. 50 yesterday, coming at a good rate, and he's smashing the ball to all parts here. Back-to-back sixes. 26. Joined by Paul Radley here of the National Newspaper, and Paul, I want to ask you after this delivery. Hits that aerially over the offside, it just falls. Safe. I'll ask you a little bit about your experience here in Kathmandu. Have you enjoyed the week?
Oh, it's been absolutely fantastic. Like I was saying before, privileged to be here and see something that you've always heard a lot about, is Nepal supporters and what it'd be like to be at a game, and to witness it firsthand has been fantastic. You've been lucky enough to see a lot of cricket around the world, and this is a unique experience.
The largest ever crowd for an associate ODI yesterday. Super Saturday as Paul managed to fight back and beat the USA. How did they win that game yesterday?
Well, thanks to this guy at the wicket. Kushal Mala has played the pivotal innings.
Picks up and a fumble, as we've seen so many times today. Sheikh wanted the single. I think Kushal Mala wisely sending him back. But the misfield, the fumble from Sandeep Good, that extra cover means that Hardeep Sheikh survives.
Very unlike Sandeep Good, that. Exceptional fielder, probably the best actually in the Oman side.
They've been poor in the field today, Oman. Lots of little fumbles, a few boundaries conceded. Keep Ilyas's licorice all sorts continue with another full toss. Closes out the 33rd over. Nepal starting to hum. 162 for 4. Back live, and it's a drinks break. Here, the second drinks break. Nepal right on top. 162 for 4. Remember, they lost the toss this morning. They decided Oman does. I'm just going to cut you off because we were talking about Kushal Mala's sixes just before the drinks break there. And here's some of them from yesterday. That was a mighty blow against America. America were right on top, 49 for 5. Nepal were, as you said, Paul, not many sides fight back from that position. He's followed it up with 2 more today already. 15 years of age in at number 6. Looking for back-to-back 50s. But I suppose the format of this competition is a really fair one. 126 matches over the course of 2.5 years, and the top 3 of the 7 sides will advance to the Cricket World Cup qualifier then. And who's to say that one of those 3 sides couldn't go on to India 2023?
Yeah, and also not a lot is lost by failing in this league. If you're in the bottom 4, you've got a chance through the repechage to go to the qualifier anyway, so it's like a second chance. And the fact is, you've got 2.5 years of guaranteed competitive ODI cricket, So the sides that make it to the qualifier will be so much better off for that.
Yeah, I've got Paul Radley here. Great to have him in the box. Just in case you're wondering, he's not my brother. He does look a little bit like.
Yeah, been 15 years covering cricket in the Middle East, cricket specifically, UAE related and Asian cricket, and with us, luckily enough, had a special focus on coming teams like Afghanistan, obviously in that period, and such like UAE and Nepal now, Asian teams, and obviously Oman just across the border as well.
Yeah, see a change in bowling. We're going to see the end of the spin experiment with Mohammad Sanuth go to Bilal Khan's left arm seam around the wicket. This is a good move. Most experienced bowler into the attack. Starts with one slightly over pitched and just really good bit of fielding. The rise of Oman cricket has been quite an extraordinary one over the last half dozen years or so.
Very much so. I don't think they get spoken about nearly as much as if you look at all the other teams in this series. There's a lot of reasons to find a lot of interest in a lot of the other teams. United States top of the league at present. Obviously, they're a country that cricket has sort of wanted to do well for quite a while because of the potential, I suppose, in that country.
Good batting from Mala, just works it to the leg side for a single.
Nepal too have an unrivalled fan following. UAE probably got the best facilities anywhere, and a very interesting story in associate cricket. Papua New Guinea too have got an intriguing story as well. So Oman don't always warrant the attention in terms of their stories, perhaps not quite as captivating as some of the other nations.
Short ball from Bilal Khan, ducked under by Arif Sheikh. It's going to be signalled wide. Potentially signalled wide on line rather than height, so going down the leg side. Bilal Khan not happy. We're covering the T20 World Cup qualifier, which unfortunately neither Nepal nor the USA were at. They couldn't get through their sub-regional, showing the real depth and talent in associate cricket in modern years. It was a great tournament, one that we'll see the likes of Oman go on and represent the associates down in Australia in about 8-9 months' time.
Yeah, again, another trip to that tournament for them. And they've also been doing well in 50 over cricket, top level on points at least, with the United States in this competition. I was talking to one of their players actually, Jatinder Singh, after they won the first match on tour here, about whether they're frustrated by the fact they don't get spoken about quite as frequently as the other teams. And he said, no, not at all. It's all down to us. Basically, if we win more, we will get more attention. And I think they actually don't mind sort of flying under the radar a little bit.
More use of the short ball from Bilal Khan, freshening up the 15-year-old. I suppose the good thing about the upcoming T20 World Cup this year is that two sides will get through the initial group stages and progress on to the Super 12, so a really strong chance of the likes of an Oman or a Scotland or maybe even a Papua New Guinea getting through and getting 5 games against the test nations in the Super 12.
Possibly, yeah. It still won't be that easy with, I think it's Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, is it? Two sides who are obviously quite strong, get a lot of competitive cricket between now and then.
Boys,
It's been a pleasure. It's been an honor, in fact. Being a cricketer in this country is probably the most loved thing. Look at Paras, Sandeep, all these stars. They
Will make a debut, but he said to us that I don't think he's gonna get over.
I'm sure he will, because he's somebody who's good with the new ball. And if any fast bowler is going to bowl for Nepal, it's probably with the new ball, not so much with a 30th overall ball. Rather preferably bowl with the new ball and get a couple of wickets if he can. Singh, coming from the under 19 ranks, has been very, very effective at under 19 level. He's played against some big teams like India, Sri Lanka, and all these teams.
So they've got a quick, extremely good seam bowler leading the attack. Bilal Khan's fantastic.
The big appeal and absolute silence indicates another wicket for Aki Ilyas. The umpire hasn't got the finger up, but he's decided to trot off because he's looking straight to first slip. A little bit blinding for us with the sunlight. At the end of Kushal Mala's innings, Aki Ilyas holds the arms out aloft. Deathly silence falls across the TU cricket ground. The fifth wicket falls for Nepal. Mala falls for 28, a great cameo from him. Nepal 167 for 5.
राजधानी हाम्रो हो
एक्चुअली राजधानी हाम्रै ठाउँमा आउनुपर्छ
राजधानी हाम्रै ठाउँमा हुनुपर्छ भनेर हुन्छ हाम्रो ठाउँमा हो राजधानी हेर्नुस् तपाईहरु धरी कुरा नगर्नुस् राजधानी हाम्रै ठाउँमा हुनुपर्छ मैले भनिसकेको छु कि राजधानी हाम्रै ठाउँमा हुनुपर्छ ओके 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 राजधानी सबैलाई चाहिन्छ र सबैका लागि हो राजधानी त्यसैले ल्याएका छौं राजधानी पीपीसी सिमेन्ट तपाईको ठाउँ हाम्रो राजधानी विकास सम्भव छ मजबुत निर्माणले मजबुत निर्माण बन्छ अम्बे स्टिल्स जे बन्छ दिगो बन्छ
He's bowling off breaks to the left. Handers and leg breaks to the right-handers.
Chris all sorts.
I was just asking you before, you feel Oman possibly the strongest side? Who else would you say might take the two qualification spots?
Well, United States started very well, but you just get the impression that something's not right with them presently. So perhaps they'll find themselves eking back toward or lurching back towards the middle of the pack. Maybe Scotland, I think you'd look at it and think that they were the most established. Side.
Yeah, there's the wicket. It was a short delivery. Rag square. Rotating his bowlers, and he's going to get the spinners back on. Bilal Khan's effort from the Chobar end was a short one. Karali bowled his leg breaks. He's been expensive so far, just 3 overs, none for 25. This Kalkil particularly harsh on him. Andrew Leonard here bringing these pictures with Kantapur TV HD Live right the way around the world, wherever you're watching. You can watch it on cantapourtv.com. Paul Radley with me from the National Newspaper. We're just talking over before about this league and who the three qualifiers might be. You picked Oman as one. Who else would the other two
strong. It's Scotland. I think you'd definitely think that they've got the strength in depth, strong first team as well, experienced batsmen. They'd have to be up there. So those two perhaps, and then any one of the rest. Obviously, we're only seeing Nepal in their third match here in the tournament, and as such, it's difficult to get a gauge on exactly how they're going to do that. They've got an amazing array of young talent. So you'd have to think that they might be in the conversation too.
Yeah, the table has a slightly misbalanced look to it as well.
Yeah, it does. Because USA have played 10 matches and Nepal have only played 2, so it's difficult to get much of a steer on, certainly Nepal at least.
Beautifully bowled by Kawarali, sharp turn again, and
just note the glove work there, Suraj Kumar. I think he's one of the best I've seen in this competition. Brilliant gloveman.
Yeah, keepers often the unsung heroes.
He's going to caught that one.
It's going to close out the 36th over. Nepal 168 for 5.
Skyward refrigerators, lively and fresh every day.
राजीव दाइ पैसा पठाउनु पर्ने थियो मोबाइल ब्याङ्किङ एक्टिभ गर्न ब्याङ्कै जानु भएको छैन भने यहाँले अब मोबाइल ब्याङ्किङ एक्टिभेट गर्न ब्याङ्क गइरहनै पर्दैन डाइरेक्ट मोबाइलबाटै हुन्छ दाइ नेक्स्ट
राजीव
फेरि मोबाइलको ब्यालेन्स सक्यो होला डोन्ट वरी राजीव दाइ मलाई त्यति सेक्युर लागिरहेको छैन कसरी सेक्युर छैन ब्रो आफ्नै ब्याङ्क
Leg spin for both ends really now because Aki Vilias is essentially bowling leg breaks and leg breaks only to the right-handers. Two right-handers in the crease, but this sharp turn we're seeing, Paul, I don't think Nepal are going to mind that.
Yeah, absolutely exactly what I was just thinking. If they can get a score anything above 200, 220, they're definitely in the game, as we saw yesterday. I think Oman will definitely be more adept at playing the slow bowlers than the United States were yesterday, but still, even good players of spin will be struggling against the high quality spin attack that Nepal have got on them. Pitch that's turning this much.
Good couple of days, probably more renowned in the T20 format. Down the leg side, going to be signalled wide.
It's strange that he's bowling these leg breaks, I must say. I mean, you can see the thinking, leg breaks to right-handed batsmen, but you need to be consistent with it.
He's been the opposite of consistent throughout his spells, really, Aki Vilias, but hugely effective. He's taken wickets in each of the 3 ODIs here. Perhaps the surprise element for the batsman. The bowler doesn't quite know where they're going either. It's good, confident batting from Arif Sheikh. Paul, we've seen every side really capable of beating each other in this 7-team league as well. PNG, the only one yet to get off the mark.
Yeah, I think it's amazing how quickly sides get in and out of form. UAE have come into this tournament. You'd have thought that they'd have been up there with Scotland actually as one of the better established sides, but UAE came into this competition under a major cloud.
Back to that, 172 for 5.
आज गरेको जीवन बीमाले भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानीको छ ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ विश्वासितै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड
Trial by leg spin continues for home side here. They're in a good position though, still 13 overs to go. Trying to look in well in excess of 220. It's 250 too distant to target pull.
Never can tell with this team, can you, Andy? They've got it within their capabilities. Bernard coming off an excellent innings yesterday. If he can be there with a sort of 5 to go, 250 could well be within their reach.
Sweep shot from Bandari, and he's hit that behind square, and he's hit it all the way for 4. It's the longest part of the ground. Really good use of the sweep. CameraFi's proved so expensive so far. I thought he was going to be one of the bowlers to watch this week, but he hasn't been able to find any consistency in his lengths. Punished here by Bandari, who played such a crucial hand yesterday against the USA.
Yeah, I think him and Kushal Mali yesterday repaired the Nepal innings against the United States and probably won the game for them, really.
I think the headlines were about Mala, but Bandari's innings was equally crucial.
And then somebody else entirely won the Man of the Match award.
Nice to see bowlers win the Man of the Match for a change. Another sweep shot. This sweep shot has gone finer though. Really good placement will get him back for 2, despite the best efforts of Mohammad Nadeem. With all this Kushal Mala hype, the talk about Arif Sheikh has probably flown a little bit under the radar, but so much young talent here from Nepal.
And another 19-year-old debutant today as well.
Yeah, that's in the shape of Kamal Singh. We'll see him bowl some seam later on. Not sure how much he'll get to bowl on his debut because of the prevalence of spin bowling here. The TU ground in Kathmandu. This is the first time we've used a pitch that has already been played on this week. You can see it's definitely turning more than any of the first 3 ODIs.
Just wonder whether they'll, like they did yesterday, start with Sandeep Lamachani.
Side that'll be signalled wide. Yeah, just one. It's 180 for 5.
Skyward refrigerators, lively and fresh every day. Skyward air conditioners, your air, we care.
राजीव दाइ पैसा पठाउनु पर्ने थियो मोबाइल ब्याङ्किङ एक्टिभ गर्न ब्याङ्कै जानु भएको छैन पनि यहाँ अब मोबाइल ब्याङ्किङ एक्टिभेट गर्न ब्याङ्क गइरहनै पर्दैन डाइरेक्ट मोबाइलबाटै हुन्छ नेक्स्ट
राजीव
फेरि मोबाइलको ब्यालेन्स सक्यो होला डोन्ट वरी राजीव दाइ मलाई त्यति सेक्युर लागिरहेको छैन कसरी सेक्युर छैन ब्रो आफ्नै ब्याङ्कको एप हो यो
12 overs remain. Nepal 180 for 5. The highest score we've seen entire week's been 214 from Oman. So Nepal definitely in the ascendancy. And the plan of bowling first was really based around their pace. Trio rolling out Nepal, it hasn't quite worked.
Or the 2 touring teams have opted for that. Seam bowlers and stick the opposition in.
Is there a case that Oman perhaps not learning the lessons from USA's mistakes yesterday? USA went very seam heavy, even though they had them 49 for 5. Then when the chase came about, it was all Nepal.
Yeah, sorry to sit on the fence on that one then.
Sweep shot's going to beat the man in the ring. And with the short boundary on the leg side, it's going to fly away for a second swept boundary for Bandari for 4. juice of the sweep shot. Good runs coming here for Nepal.
Yeah, so as I was saying, just to explain that, accepted wisdom would suggest that if you're playing on a worn wicket against a side whose strength is their spin bowling, you wouldn't want to be chasing on that wicket. So it's a bold thing to do, but you can also see their thinking in their early starts, and if you can get into the Nepal side and bowl them out for something that is easily gettable, then...
Well, Binod Das said it was a good toss to lose at the end of the 39th. It's 185 for 5.
Ben Nevis, Scottish Delight Ice Cream.
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाल्नु। ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
Skyward Air Conditioners. Your air, we care.
Beauty from Kawarali. He's been a little bit inconsistent, but that was a real special piece of leg spin bowling.
Yeah, can I just echo what I said earlier on about Suraj Kumar's wicket-keeping? He's also a very popular character over here, of Nepali heritage.
Yeah, an interesting case that, isn't it? Was he born here and he emigrated to Oman?
No. He born in India. Only once in his childhood came here, actually, but both his parents are from Nepal. They speak Nepali back at home in the family home. He grew up in Punjab in India. And he moved to Muscat, take up a job and play a bit of cricket as an adult, and as representing their team with great distinction as well. Paul defending their total yesterday in front of that crowd, really. Just like a scene that we never experienced before in cricket, to be honest. I think the players, obviously Nepal players and fans, are very, very used to it, but for those of us that are only experiencing it for the first time, it was absolutely terrific, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I've seen some of your tweets as well. The fans outside the ground watching from every vantage point, and I think that's something you really enjoyed as well. That's Paul Radley of the National. Really enjoyed his thoughts. Close out the 40th over with the dot ball. It's 189 for 5. Final 10, power play 3. Beauty. Bowled some good ones, bowled some bad ones, but he's bowled some beauties as well. So we're into the final 10 overs. That means 5 fielders allowed outside the circle. Paul looking at a big total. Binod, you must have been pleased with the efforts from Nepal's batsmen so far.
Yes, absolutely. Nobody imagined. I mean, I for one didn't imagine Nepal to be. We'll make a debut, but he said to us that I don't think he's gonna get a boys. It's been a pleasure. It's been an honor, in fact. Being a cricketer in this country is probably the most loved thing. Look at Paras, Sandeep, all these stars. They enjoy a lot of love from public. Who wouldn't love to do that? But it requires a lot of perseverance from a player's end to stick onto that, to get onto that level. Once again, short in length, punch towards cover.
They are an aging side, perhaps. This is their third ODI in case just 5 days fitness coming into play.
Absolutely. That's what I...
Changes. He's going to go back to himself. He's wicketless today for the first time this week. 3 seamers have bowled 7 overs each, but outside of that, just a solitary over for Mohamed Smith. Hasn't exactly gone to game plan for Oman.
Especially Pars's inning of 38. He actually took on Jishan Maqsood and Khawari both in that. As well as they've started.
Yeah, and I think you're spot on. They are an aging side, perhaps. This is their third ODI in case just 5 days fitness coming into play.
Absolutely. That's what I feel. Because almost all these members of Oman side are into their late 30s. It's not easy playing back-to-back ODIs. They're playing their third ODI on a fifth day.
Yeah, each of the 3 sides will play back-to-back ODIs at some point this week. This is Nepal doing it in these middle 2 games, rest day tomorrow. USA will have to end up with back-to-back ODIs on Tuesday and Wednesday here, but Oman did it earlier in the week. They did it well because they won their first 2 games, but right now you'd have to say Nepal are on top.
Especially with the kind of weather. The old bodies do take a little bit more time to get warmed up. Maybe that's the case with Oman right now, because they've looked stiff on the field.
Driven down the ground this time by Bandari. So impressive yesterday, Binod Bandari, half century. These two are just going to be starting to eye up maybe 250, 260 perhaps.
I'm sure if these two bat till the 45th over, they will look to get somewhere around 270. Because these 2 guys are known for hitting the long balls. Arif, especially in the recently concluded PPL, was scoring at the rate of 200, at the strike rate of 200. So we can back them to get big runs if they get going.
And of course, Karen KC to come in at number 8, the big hitter. No big hits in that over though. Tight stuff from Maqsood. Just the 3 runs from it. It's 199 for 5.
Skyward Air Conditioners. Your air, we care.
सनफ्लो शुद्ध सनफ्लावर तेलको खरिदमा प्याकेटमा प्राप्त युनिकोडलाई 3108 मा एसएमएस गरी लकी ड्र मार्फत जित्नुहोस्। हरेक 15 दिनमा हिराको लगेज, हिराको टप र हिराको हार।
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार।
leave the head coach role. He's done a fine job for Nepal. Big appeal and given. Looked a little bit high to me at first, but Shamshuddin had no doubt. Irish Sheikh falls for 28 every time this Nepal innings looks to take real dominance. They seem to lose another.
Looks a little dawsy, especially the impact. Looked a little bit look like that is out, to be honest. That's out. Look different from here though, the first instant, but that looks out. It was a googly. Nepal reeling at 199 for 6 after in the 43rd over.
Skyward air conditioners. Your air, we care.
Center for
Capable of clearing the rope, and that's what the home crowd and the Tour Nepal setup will be looking for. They're just a run shy of 200. They're ahead of the game, but as we always see with Nepal, matches are like seesaws. Every time they look to be on top, they seem to fall down. Just talking about that wicket from Aki Vilias, I don't think it was a googly. I think it was a leg break that just skidded on a bit. Did look a bit high to me.
Also the impact, it's touch and go. It was onto the off stump or slightly outside of it.
Yeah, I think it was exactly what the leg spinners referred to as natural variation. We've seen a lot of the leg breaks from Aki Vilias turn sharply. That one just skidding on a bit, a little bit quicker through the air. Big cheers in the background from the home crowd as the 200 is brought up in the 43rd over. What's the target here? Do you think, surely it's got to be in excess of 250 still?
It has to be, because they've got some batting to come. Still Sandeep is yet to bat, and then the projected score says 236. That should be the bare minimum, but I guess they will go above 250 if they bat the full quota of overs. And also somebody like Kamal Singh Airi. Recently we toured India, Andhra Pradesh with the under-19 team, and he hit 5 sixes in an over to a quality spinner.
A very capable hitter on ODI debut. Perhaps we'll see him next. It's 201 for 6.
Skyward washing machine. We care every detail.
पापालाई खोप लाग्यो पापाको पेट घटाउला फेरि हानेको अब त चोरीलाई खोप लगाउने हो बालबालिकालाई दादुरा र रुबेला रोगबाट बचाउन यही फागुन र चैत्र महिनामा खोप अभियान हुँदैछ आफ्नो 9 महिनादेखि 5 वर्ष मुनिका बालबालिकालाई खोप लगाउन नजिकैको खोप केन्द्रमा लैजाऊ
यसले बालबालिकाको जीवन रक्षा गर्छ यो खोप निशुल्क पाइन्छ र यो सुरक्षित छ नेपालबाट दादुरा र रुबेला रोग निवारण गरौँ
यूनिसेफ र
Just working that one into the leg side for a single, and interesting that Oman continue to proceed with their spinners here for the moment. They do have 9 overs of seam left. Bilal Khan, Kalimullah, Mohammed Nadeem, all of 3 overs left each, but Maksud wanting to continue with spin, and Karen KC is going to use the pace of that spin and run it off the face for a boundary 4.
If anything, this was a sort of brilliance from Karan Casey. He didn't look to hit it straight, just outside the off stump, nudged it down to the third man boundary for 4. He provided with the pace, Jasan Maksud. Karan was equal to the task. He just used the pace. On your point of continuing this spinners. I'm not quite sure if Kalimullah is going to come back for his latest spell, or even maybe Mohammad Nadeem.
Yeah, but you'd have to think Bilal Khan, so adept at the death. He's still got 3 overs left. I suppose he could come on the next over. But Aki Bilias says 3 for 31. And Zishan Maksud just deciding spin is the way to go for now. It's a bit of a gamble though, because both of these men very capable of clearing the ropes.
It is, especially for Karan. He will look to hit the long ball whenever he is given an opportunity.
Cut away, just going to be a single. Crowd really starting to get into it. Had a sleepy start to this Sunday morning. Great scenes of celebration all across Kathmandu last night.
Should be into Saturday. Nepal winning the game against USA. Celebration times for all of us. And all the Nepali fan too.
Driven by Karen Casey, wide of long off, but good piece of fielding will cut it off to just a single. After 44, it's 209 for 6. Bilias is going to continue, and Paul are just finding him a little bit difficult to play. He's got 3 for 32. 2 overs remain. Be extraordinary if he bowls his full allocation of 10. Paul have been so dominant in this innings, they have to press home their advantage.
Just an over ago, I saw Kalimullah chasing that ball, and it did look very stiff. So I believe only Bilal will be the one who will be bowling the death from the faster bowlers, and if anything, Nadeem might bowl one. Then they will go on with the spinners.
Yeah, well, if Bilal Khan comes on from the Chobar end, the far end of the ground as we look at it here, he can bowl the final 3. So if they gamble and continue with Aki Bilias for these two, they'll just need one solitary over from someone. Perhaps that could be Mohammad Nadeem. Really disappointing from Kaur Ali and Mohammad Sanuth today. Both those spinners struggling. Big swing and a miss from Karen Casey, tempting him, getting it up above the eye line. This has been brave bowling from Ilias.
It's been, yes, absolutely. And it's all because of the assistance he's getting from the wicket. Sharp turn there once again.
He's been sharp turn almost every delivery he's bowled, not just with his leg breaks, but also his off breaks to the left-handers, claiming that crucial wicket of Kushal Malla for 28. He's got 3 big scalps because he's got Gayendra Malla. So Arif Sheikh ripped the heart out of this Nepal lineup.
He's been that one bowler who's always got important wickets. If you remember Sarat Visaka's wicket in the last game, he was the one who got it. So 45 overs gone. Nepal 113 for 6.
5 वर्षमा धनबहादुर वर्षसम्म प्रत्येक
It's 213 for 6. Binod Das said he's so used to saying 113 or that sort of low score for Nepal. He's delighted with how this batting lineup is going. Contributions right the way throughout the order, apart from Dipender Singh Airi.
Absolutely, but it's the more important factor is nobody has gone on to make it big. Had one of these 4-5 boys who got the starts, especially Paras and Gyanendra, if one of them stayed, they could have batted Oman out of this game already.
These 3 overs from Bilal Khan are going to be absolutely vital to the outcome of this match today. He's an outstanding death bowler. He finds the block hole really well. He does hoop the ball, shape it back in after getting a reverse swing at the tail end. But with Nepal's struggles against the part-time leg breaks, Vaki Bilias, they have to target these 3 overs, get this total up above 250, 260.
Especially for somebody like Karan, he loves the pace on the ball. He plays medium paces better in the death overs. He likes the ball coming onto the bat, so he'll enjoy this pace from Bilal for sure.
So difficult to hit though, coming around the wicket with that angle. Mid-on's in the circle, could be somewhere where they'll target. It's come off an under edge and it's going to go to the left of the man, Jatinder Singh at third man, so they'll get a boundary in unconventional circumstances. Bandari for the second time in 2 days playing a really fine hand.
He's played a very important knock yesterday. Today he's continuing with the form that he's had for the last game. Intentionally played down to third man. A little bit of under edge there, but he would take it anyways.
I think it was definitely an under edge, and that's why it went wide to the left of Jatinder Singh at third man. That's the block hole. Bilal Khan's so good at this stage of the innings. Seems to find it more often than not.
Smart options there from Vinod Bhandari, getting a boundary of the last ball, taking a single and rotating it to Karan. Smart move there. They will have to make sure that these 2 batsmen bat till the end. If they bat these 5 overs, they've got more chances of getting closer to 260.
Shorter this time into the pitch. Karen Casey looks for the pull shot, and not a bad diving stop from Karali, but it has to be said Oman have been sloppy in the field today.
They have. They've looked very, very stiff, to be honest. As I said, it's an easing side. It's not easy to play 3 one-days in 5 days. One-day matches, 50-over matches takes a lot out of you.
Short ball bowled into the pitch. You can see the slower ball bouncer effect, that little bit of tennis ball bounce. Really good execution of his skills, Bilal Khan.
This wicket is still holding up. It's not dried out completely.
And with just further signs, I think that we'll see a really prodigious turn throughout the second innings. Sandeep Lamachani is going to be quite the handful. Kushal Malla, Sushil Barry. Such a clever bowler, Bilal Khan. Single to end the 46th over. It's 220 for 6.
Skyward washing machine. We care every detail.
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली को आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानीको साथ ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
Skyward Google Android TV. Lead the future.
I don't think that would have been in Coach Dulip Mendes' plans today, but he's been very effective. He's got 3 wickets. Hasn't been too costly either. Mix up. Onto 2, Bandari, no time for that. Karen Casey is licking his lips. He's going to be going for the maximums here against Saqib.
Especially if it's flights one. As I said earlier, Andrew, Oman seems to be, especially the fast bowler, seems to be struggling with the weather here. Otherwise, there is no way that they bowled 7 good overs and would not return for the death overs.
There is Karen Casey's attempt to come down the track and smash it all away. Makes no contact. Ball turning so sharply, it's a risky tactic.
He just wanted to take it on the full. The way he came out, he decided it early. It was a good decision from him to go.
Karen Casey, he's swinging like a rusty gate right now. 2 deliveries in a row. I know Nepal are looking for late runs, but gotta bat smarter than this.
2 balls in a row has turned and turned sharply.
Skied into the air, straight to the man at backward point, and that's going to be the end of Karen KC. Aki Vilias is playing quite the little role here for Oman. He's got 4 for his first ever 4 for in ODI cricket. And it looked like a matter of time really there for Karen KC.
This wasn't smart from Karan Casey. He's already beaten twice in this over. He still continued to go over it. So he's gone for 10. Nepal 121 for 7.
मेरो सीपलाई बुझ्ला कसले
Spinner Sandeep Lamachani is the new man at the crease at number 9. I think you would like to see Kamal Singh Irie at number 9, Binod.
Absolutely, because I've seen him batting and he's most certainly better batsman than Sandeep, I believe. But that's what I believe. That does not matter at all.
So nearly has a 5-wicket haul. So I think that beats absolutely everything. It's going to be signalled as a bye. Suraj Kumar couldn't get a glove on it. So 47 gone, all the 2s. 222 for 7.
सुरक्षित निर्माणको शक्तिशाली आधार SR Steel.
Skyward refrigerators, lively and fresh every day.
कर्मशील उद्यमीहरूको लागि सिद्धार्थ बैंकको सरल एसएमई कर्जा अब पूरा हुनेछन् तपाईका सपनाहरू. सिद्धार्थ बैंक, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई.
आज गरेको जीवन बिमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो. समयमै जीवन बिमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानीको साथ ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ.
Skyward Google Android TV, lead the future.
He made 222, having been inserted to bat by Oman this morning. Bilal Khan is such a potent threat at the death. He's mixing up his Yorkers and his short deliveries, the full pace bouncers and the slower ball bouncers. Very difficult to get any timing.
Complete fast bowler, if you like to call it that way. He's been bending his back, bowling slower cutters, bowling it into the block hole. He's tried everything. So far he's been wicketless. Nepal has batted well. That's a wide.
Yeah, 2 free runs and valuable runs onto the total. It's the wide they get through to run one as well. Sandeep Lamachani coming on to strike. This innings has just had its momentum stifled though late.
I wonder if he was looking for that Yorker. Swung late from that angle, taking the ball away from the wicketkeeper as well. Correctly, you mentioned it's 2-2-4. I keep mentioning 1 for no reason. It is 2-2-4 for 7.
The last 5 overs, only 24 runs scored off them though. Brilliant from Bilal Khan, straight into the block hole again. Paul just struggling to get any of that late momentum. We were talking about 250, 260, even 280 at one point. We just struggle up to 240 now.
And that's because they've not had a set batsman batting with the other batsmen. Especially when Gyanendra Malla was batting. It looked like he's the one who's going to anchor the innings throughout. But his dismissal has caused them the break.
I think again at times Nepal have just been a little bit guilty of allowing too many dots, looking for the big shot and nothing else. Binod Bandari possibly the one man who's done it a little bit better. He's worked in some singles and twos alongside his innings, but too many dots for my money.
I hear he's been given the role of a finisher and he's batting like one. He's taking the game deep. That's what some of the other batsmen needs to do. This wicket is not easy to keep playing your shots and getting away with it.
And sit behind square on the offside. They will get through for a single. Just wonder his backward point done himself an injury there. It's a little bit nasty. We're just going to bring you the replay here, and he dove full length to his right, but he's clutching his leg. Good to see him get up at backward point. I think it might be Aki Vidas, the man who's taken all the wickets, and he's the leading run scorer in this entire Cricket World Cup League 2 series so far, so this could be a big moment in the match.
Could be, because he's the best batsman in this competition. Straight away, as soon as he dived, he clutched his knee, must have jarred it against the ground, and it's not a very soft ground at Kirtipur here. This is a cold winter, must be feeling it.
Yeah, so Aki Bilias is hobbling off, and that's going to be concerning for all the Oman fans watching back in Muscat there. Dove full length to his right. He did get a hand on it, probably saved a couple of runs, but if he's not going to be able to come out and bat, that's a huge blow for Oman. Like I said, he is the leading run scorer, not only for Oman, but in this entire tournament at the moment.
And they will lead his form if they are to chase these runs, because it's going to be one of the biggest scores to chase in this tournament so far. Yeah, and it is the biggest score to chase in this tournament. And especially in this league.
Pulled but no power, no timing from Ramachani, kicking the ground, frustration. Yeah, it won't be the highest chase of the series, but certainly, the whole league, but it will be the highest chase this week if Oman could pull it off. We've seen scores, lower scores throughout. Oman did chase down USA's 213 in the second match of the Tri-Series here. Paul they still need some late runs. They've got to get up to 240. Bilal Khan just outstanding at the death. At the end of the 48th, it's 226 for 7.
Skyward washing machine. We care every detail.
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी छ।
From Nepal to try and get their total up. It's going to be Mohammad Nadeem, one of the stars of this Tri-Series so far in Kathmandu. He's got 3 for 32, placing Aki Bilias. 4 other wickets to fall so far. Every other wicket's gone, every other bowler's gone wicketless. So 12 deliveries left. They're going to have to target this Nadeem over.
They'll have to get at least 20-24 runs for them to get pushed towards that 250 mark.
Short ball pulled away, and it's going to be a boundary to start. Yet another misfield. How many times have we said that today? And this time it's Kalimullah, the big man who looks so stiff, playing his 3rd game in 5 days. And he just rolls over that ball. Never looked like stop yet.
That's what I was talking about, and maybe that's why he's not bowling. Short ball into the pitch. Bandari telegraphed it. He just allowed it to go.
Yeah, it's going to bring about a change in the field, because Kalimullah will be sent back to the fence on that shorter side of the field, and Mid-off will come up into the circle from long off. It's a sub-fielder on. Badal in place of Aki Bilias there at mid-off. Pressure on the Nadim. Boundary off the first ball. Bandari feigns outside the off stump. Thuds into his thigh pad. Lamachani wants a single, but Bandari doesn't.
Lamachani wants to get onto the strike. He's itching. He believes he could hit those balls, which Bandari couldn't.
You can see him go right the way outside the off stump, but also so deep into the crease. Right the way back. No one's heard him striking in that awkward region just above the flap of the normal pad and below the thigh pad. Pain for Bandari there.
So because he was crouching, there was a gap between his thigh pad and pad, and that's exactly where it hit him.
Another change in the field. All four fielders on the leg side now are in the deep. Man from deep cover comes into the circle on the offside. Still trying to target that leg side. Another change in the field. All four fielders on the leg side now are in the deep. Man from deep cover comes into the circle on the offside. Still trying to target that leg side.
Will make a debut, but he said to us that I don't think he's going to get over.
I'm sure he will, because he's somebody who's good with the new ball. And if any fast bowler is going to bowl for Nepal, it's probably with the new ball, not so much with
Boys.
It's been a pleasure. It's been an honor, in fact.
When there's a world of options at my fingertips, there are no limits to create a story for every home.
अब खाना